This is such a beautiful store.
Well, I'm glad you like it. Hey, I want you to meet Ivan. He's the meat manager here.
Oh, great.
Come on out here, Ivan. This is Melissa.
Hi, Ivan. Nice to meet you.
He's going to tell us all about turkeys.
Tell us a little bit about your selection of turkeys you have here.
Okay, so what we carry here is all Mary's Farm. We carry free-range, non-GMO, organic turkeys and fresh turkeys. We also carry heritage turkeys, which is a wild bird. Also capons, which is considered a rooster, smaller bird. And we carry whole ducks.
Let's go have a look. I hear Mary does not have a little farm. She has a large farm.
She has a large farm, correct. Yeah, it's located up in Northern California.
And she has some beautiful turkeys here. So we have a free-range organic turkey, which these are all non-GMO.
All non-GMO, correct. All the way across the line. They're all non-GMO, all free-range. No hormones, no antibiotics, no steroids.
And a little bit different, just as a free-range turkey. What's the difference between a free-range and the organic?
The organic, where everything is fed from the beginning, it's all certified organic. The feeding, the dietary it goes through. To where the regular free-range birds, they're not. They're just non-GMO product that they're used to feed them.
So the free-range, even though it's non-GMO, is a little bit less expensive, which is great. So you have different variety. And then tell us about this heritage.
Well, the heritage, it's more of a domestic bird. It's been used back in the mid-20s. It's a smaller breasted bird, darker meat, a little bit more gamier flavor, but it's still a good bird.
I love that
also.
she saved a species of turkeys over there. That's really cool.
Yeah, they do. They supply everything over there when it comes to poultry.
Okay, what about this duck? Do you sell a lot of duck during the holiday season?
Yeah, during Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving. A lot of people use this Mary's duck. A lot of people always want to switch it up once a year. You know, instead of turkeys or chicken, they go with a good duck.
Try something new. I bet you'd even get tips on how to cook it if you came in to get one of those. And the capon, what's a capon?
The capon is considered to be a rooster. Capon is just a fancier name that's used in Europe, but out here we know it as a rooster. Smaller bird, a little gamier side, I could say.
Wow, there's something for everyone here.
Yeah, there's always something a little different for everybody to pick out of, so we'd like to give a whole different variety of selections for the customers.
It's fun exploring here. Thanks for bringing me here, Chef Pete. So out of all of these turkeys that Ivan just explained to us, what do you suggest that I get for the rescue mission?
Well, you've got one on sale, which is fantastic. Plus, you're feeding a lot of people. So I'm looking at a nice big bird right there. Looks like about 27 pounds. So I think you should get that one.
That's a great idea. Now, traditionally, if I were making this at home and only had 10 to 12 people, what's kind of the ratio you'd be looking for?
You're kind of looking for 1.25 pounds per person. So you got plenty to eat at the dinner table, and then you got a little leftovers for the next day for sure. So 12 people, 16-pound birds should be just fine.
Hey, that's a great tip. You're definitely going to want leftovers. Okay, once I take this over to the rescue mission, how long will it need to defrost?
Well, it's lightly crusted, they say, a little frozen on the outside, not totally frozen all the way through. So you just want to put that in a large pot, a little running water. It should be ready to go in about an hour.
Do I leave the water over the packaging, or do I take the packaging off?
No, leave the packaging on while you defrost it. And if you have a solid bird, if you had a frozen solid bird, move him into the refrigerator like on Sunday, Monday, and he should be thawed out by Wednesday, Thursday, ready for the oven.
So you'd find a solid frozen bird in one of the frozen freezer aisles, and here it's kind of a fresh frozen.
Exactly.
Okay, wonderful. Well, do you mind helping me, Chef Pete, carry this out?
Well, let's get this big one right here. Is that good with you?
I love it. Let's do it.
So big, almost broke the shelf.
Oh my goodness. And
what do we have here? 27 pounds plus.
Wonderful, wonderful. And quickly, I just wanted to ask you, would this something that I'd be interested in, like a brine like that, or how do you do your turkeys?
Well, I don't brine them. That's a choice that you can do. I personally don't brine. If you're welcome to get a brine if you'd like, but salt and pepper and olive oil does the same thing for me.
All right, well, let's go back to Gladstone's and check out your procedure on cooking turkey, maybe get some more tips from you.
Okay, good, great.
Thanks. Okay, I have to go meet Chef Pete, but I did a quick detour. I want to drop my turkey off to the rescue mission. It's super simple. The address is 1335 Pacific. Ring the bell. Hey, guys. Hello. I have a turkey. Can someone help me grab it?
Yes, I'll be glad to.
Awesome. Someone will come out and grab your turkey. This one's really heavy.
Oh, thank you so much.
I had it in the seatbelt for extra protection.
Thank you so much.
Do you know Mary's Farm?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoy that.
We will.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks so much. Oh, wow, Chef Pete, that looks beautiful. And I love this crackling skin. Looks really crisp on the outside.
Well, I'm glad you like that. The secret to that is to set this in the refrigerator for about 6 to 8 hours with no cover on it before you cook it, so it actually dries the skin out a little bit.
Oh, air dry. That's a great tip. And what degree do you cook turkeys in? What oven degree?
What I start off is about 450 to make a nice sear for about 15, 20 minutes, and then I turn it down to a 325, and then I cook it the rest of the time.
And what's the proportion per pound for cooking?
It's about 12 to 15 minutes per pound.
Okay, wow. So how big is this turkey?
He's about 12 pounds. He's small.
Okay. Well, he looks beautiful. And what's some of your seasoning tips? How did you season this?
I'm real easy. I just salt and pepper and a little olive oil. I like to just keep it simple so that everybody really enjoys it.
It looks really beautiful. It looks like you thoroughly covered it with salt and pepper. I guess the gravy will help co-star.
Oh, yes, and I've got turkey bones. I made the gravy on the side, so there's a whole bunch of things happening on the outside just of this.
What are some other sides that you recommend a Thanksgiving dinner to go with?
Definitely garlic mashed potatoes, your favorite stuffing, whether that's with bacon or with apples, with sage, something that's savory. Of course, you've got broccoli, braised red cabbage I love. I love nice breads on the table, so whatever you enjoy.
That sounds beautiful. And to stuff or not to stuff?
I don't stuff because to stuff means that you got to get the stuffing to 165 degrees, which means potentially you're making the rest of the bird overcooked and dry.
Oh, that's another great tip. And the bird itself needs to be what temperature?
This is what I like to do. I like to temp it to the bone through the breast at 160 or the middle of the thigh to 165.
160 if you're doing the breast, the thigh 165. Now here we go. I think this is one of the most appropriate tips right now is teach us how to carve this up.
I'll do that, but the biggest tip of all, the greatest tip of all, is you got to let the bird rest after it comes out of the oven, like anything that you roast. Give it 20, 30 minutes. It's not going to be cold, but if you cut it the moment you take it out of the oven, all the juices are on the table and you're eating dry meat.
You do not want to do that. That's another great tip. Let it rest.
Let it rest.
Okay, well, let's see you carve it up. So you're cutting off the leg bone?
Going through the leg bone right to the thigh, and this bad boy's still nice and hot. I can tell you that right now. So down here, I'm going to press away and get the thigh meat out of here. So there's leg and thigh.
Leg and
once.
thigh.
Sometimes you can push it down with your hand like that, and then come in here with the knife.
Interesting.
Like I said, it's nice and hot. You're just going to break that bone right there and cut through here. So here we have leg and thigh. Leg and thigh.
Another beautiful leg and thigh.
Here's the.
Okay, so there's the Fred Flintstone piece right there.
And then we cut right through here, and we can lift this bone right out of here on the thigh meat. And then take this thigh meat, he's boneless now, keeping the skin together. We'll just cut, oh, another little bone in there from the breast, but just take a knife and cut this up a little bit. Everybody loves the skin, so try and keep that skin on there as best you can.
So that's how Martha Stewart has been doing it all this time.
Yep, this is how she's been doing it. And this is, you can cook the turkey the day before.
I love taking the bone out of this thigh meat. I think that's makes for a beautiful presentation.
Yeah, and another little secret for everybody is you can cook your turkey the day before. And
That's a good tip.
And then what you do is you can really let that turkey rest and let the juices flow back into the meat of the turkey. Cut it up, put it into a pan. I got a little bone there from the breastbone. And then heat it up in a little bit of turkey broth and on the day of Thanksgiving, and so you don't have to spend all your time in the kitchen. You've already done the work.
And then just take a picture of it when it was whole to present to your guests.
Exactly. You got beautiful thigh meat there. Now this one, we'll take the wing off here. No one eats the wing. Some people do, but we'll match them up with the leg. And then come here, right down the middle here. We're just going to take this breast meat right off of here.
Do you cook yours breast up or breast down?
Breast up, always breast up.
Always breasts up.
So here you just follow the carcass with your knife blade. That's all you do, and you get this wonderful breast meat off just like this. Bring him all the way off, and then take him and flip him over like this, and just make some nice cuts.
That is a gorgeous breast.
Yes, it is. So here you go.
And that's a great tip. Follow the carcass so you get most of that meat off.
Right, now you put this into a pan and reheat it after you've cut it the next day with a little turkey broth. You take a spatula and just pick this right up and throw it on your platter, and you're good to go.
That is spectacular. Now that's a beautiful presentation of a turkey. Okay.
So there you go.
Okay, beautiful. And you would continue to do the other side. We love that. That's such a great presentation. I love the tip of carving it or beforehand and reheating it.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great tip. That's what I do here. It's a secret because I can't possibly do this on the day of. But here at Gladstone's, I'm cooking 54 birds for you on Thanksgiving Day, so it should be fun.
That's right. So Gladstone's is serving Thanksgiving if your turkey does not turn out great, or if you don't want to go through all of the steps of cooking a full Thanksgiving meal. You could actually have a wonderful Thanksgiving meal here. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I serve the turkey, and we talked about some of those side dishes already with the stuffing. Apple sage stuffing is very savory. The garlic mashed potatoes, wonderful. Hey, I've got a full bar, and we do the dishes, so you can't go wrong with that.
Oh my gosh.
$25.95 for adults, $12.95 for the children, and we're open from 11:30 to 7:30 on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, do you suggest making a reservation?
Reservations are recommended, but not necessary.
Okay, and what about dessert?
Oh, fresh baked pumpkin pie.
Okay, so that's the greatest deal. It might even be less expensive to actually come here instead of go out shopping for all of those ingredients.
Absolutely.
All right, Chef. Well, I'm going to dig in. Thank you for the Turkey 101 today. I'm sure our audience learned a lot, as did I.
I'm glad you did. Thank you.
Thank you.